Kraiev into this conversation as well. Oleksandr, appreciate you joining us. I hope you can hear me. Mr. Oleksandr, I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I hear you loud and clear.
All right. Well, this is absolutely unfortunate. People who are not trained strategically to defend their own life, how can they help another country fight its war?
Well, basically, we should start with the idea that Russians are using a lot of foreign nationals in their army. Unfortunately, most of them are being basically kidnapped from their places of work. They come to Russia for contract labor, they come for construction work, they come for any other societal business, but they are dragged into Russian war machine. But generally speaking, there are a lot of places where Russian officers can use them. It is understandable, it is quite clear for a lot of intelligence officers and for a lot of researchers that Russia is still using the so-called tactic of human waves. So they're basically trying to intercept Ukrainian defenses, Ukrainian machine gun nests, and Ukrainian artillery just with the sheer mass of people attacking at the same time, with the support of drones, artillery, and everything accessible for Russian officers. And basically, for this type of warfare, the losses are catastrophic. Russians, according to Ukrainian and Western intelligence, are losing nearly 1,000 men per day. But at the same time, they still have some mediocre successes on the battlefield. They can capture one or two villages or small settlements in a week, losing 10,000 men, but still they capture some territory. They're proceeding with smaller steps than even during the First World War on Western theater. But still, they don't need a trained professional to fight such type of a war. They don't need somebody even trained to use a rifle properly. They just need a sheer mass of people running in the same direction and being a threat to Ukrainian defenders. So basically, unfortunately for people who are getting dragged into this battle on the Russian side, not all Russian officers are using humane tactics during this war, during the attack on Ukraine. So basically, that's the main idea there, where they lack professional soldiers. But unfortunately, Russians still have a lot of professional soldiers. But in many cases, especially in the southern part of Ukraine, where you have a lot of just plain steppe, just plain fields, there is a big chunk of Ukraine with a lot of hot steppes. There is less cover, less possibility for small groups to work professionally on the battlefield. And so Russians are just using the meat storms, they're called in Ukraine meat storms, so meat grinders, just to diminish Ukrainian defenses until they are broken and just get the position done. The losses are catastrophic, but unfortunately that's the situation that Russia is provoking with their own soldiers.